Get to some breaking news that's happening right now. Of course, on the first day of monsoon season, we have a dust advisory that's in effect. You can see the winds have picked up a little bit right here as we show you a live look from one of our ADOT cameras. This is the Loop 303 and Bell Road, a little shaky right here. But you can see in the far distance a little bit of a haze, so it looks like that dust is starting to kick up.
Yeah, you know, Lindsay was telling us earlier that we had some storms. I think it was in the Prescott area and also coming down in different parts. So there we are. We got a toehold in the valley, Lindsay, on the first day of the monsoon. I mean, not wasting any time.
We are not wasting any time. So here's exactly where we could see some blowing dust for the next 30 minutes or so from Wickenburg and Surprise. And this wall of dust here is moving to the southwest at 25 miles per hour. So it's moving toward the White Tanks, Goodyear area, and then further out to the west, Tonopah. So it will be crossing I-10 before 4:45. Now, a dust storm advisory is a little bit less than a dust storm warning. So in the vicinity, and you just saw that shot from the West Valley, that ADOT shot, visibility is around 2 miles or less. It is not under a quarter of a mile. Usually when we see dust storm warnings, that's when you get that quarter of a mile visibility. So you're still going to be able to see in this area, but we are expecting some gusty winds and definitely some blowing dust. And you can see these thunderstorms, they originated, a lot of them, up in the high country. The ones actually that are starting to move closer to the valley now began up in the Prescott area, and they are moving this way. So here's a look at our current radar. There's the outflow boundary, this thin green line. This is what was responsible for kicking up that dust out in the West Valley, out ahead of these storms. But you can see these storms, they are beginning to lose their punch a little bit as they are entering the valley, but some of the northern areas of the valley like Anthem, Deer Valley area, Lake Pleasant did pick up a few raindrops with this, and this is going to continue to sink to the south. So even parts of North Scottsdale could see a little bit of shower activity, but the good news is nothing here, at least from a thunderstorm perspective, is severe. So these are just some general light showers that are actually losing some of their intensity as they move to the south. Now further north to the west of Prescott, you still see some pretty robust storms here where we could even be seeing some hail in those areas. But out toward Globe, we have the one flash flood warning north of Globe from some of the heavier rain earlier, but these storms are also sinking to the south and east toward Graham County and the Safford area. So those particular storms will stay away from the valley. Here's our future cast. We'll take you through it very slowly, hour by hour. It's 4 o'clock now. We have a couple storms on the radar. This is about 4:30. You can see a few of the showers around the valley. Here's 5:30. So a couple of these making it into the valley tonight. Pretty unusual for the first day of monsoon season. But here's 6:30, and they're going to begin to die down. And by 7, 8 o'clock tonight for the lower deserts, the radar is going to be clear. So this is only going to be about an hour to an hour and a half where we could have some dust as well as some storm activity. And then tomorrow, most of the storms are going to be confined to the high country only. So we're not expecting anything to make it into the valley. If you did step outside today, you definitely noticed the humidity. We're currently at a 54-degree humidity here down in Gila Bend and Yuma. Those dew points are in the 60s right now, so extremely humid in those areas, and that's why we're getting some of this moisture to the ground currently. You can see this is the monsoon meter for tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be an improvement on today. Tomorrow is also going to be the hottest day of the week. We only have a very slight chance for a storm outside of the lower deserts. Northern Arizona, the Rim, the White Mountains, southeastern Arizona, a 1 on the monsoon meter is very low. So this is about a 10% chance for a storm tomorrow around 1 to 2 p.m. or so. The valley, western Arizona tomorrow will stay entirely dry. Here's 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Radar is clear as we get to tomorrow afternoon. About 1:30, you can see a couple of these storms firing up in the high country. About 4 p.m. tomorrow, far southeastern Arizona, and then they die down as we approach sunset. So things tomorrow not as active as what we had out there today. Here's our Flagstaff 7-day, and we will have more storm chances later on in the week, Thursday and Friday. Temperatures, though, in the 80s all week. And here in the valley tomorrow, 111 degrees. It's going to be very hot out there with temperatures generally staying above 105 for the next 7 days. Troy?